everybody, welcome back to Grow Your Green. Today I'm going to do a little bit different of a video. I'm going to be showing you what I do every day in the garden. We've been really lucky and we've been able to have a couple friends come over, and we're actually able to harvest from some of the plants and give to them, as well as have some for our own. So our garden is definitely growing and being fruitful, so that's very exciting. Well, I always start over here in the herb garden, is what I usually show y'all first. What I do is I just look for any weeds. The way that we did our herb garden, we didn't put anything down. So I just pull any weeds or anything like that. I see if I need to use anything. So I probably need to come out here and start using some of this lemon thyme because it's starting to get into my rosemary and I want that to grow. Maybe a little oregano. And then of course we've been chopping off this kale. This is one of the things that we've been able to share with everybody. I did learn that we're able to use these cilantro flowers and eat them. You have to eat them raw. So we might try that soon. Then I always just look at my potted plants. So of course this is my carrot. Flowers are doing great. They look pretty good. We just harvested from this potato and I've been able to make 2 meals out of it. I have a couple more potatoes, so I'll probably do another breakfast or something soon. And that was just out of one pot. We'll put a clip here of our harvest from that. This is what we got today. We could have let them grow a little bit bigger, like I said, but I have some more that I'm going to be putting in the ground. This pea garden, I was actually a little nervous about. And if you remember, I just started dropping seeds. I know now why not to do that, because it's just starting to grow crazy, but it's flowering really well and we've been able to harvest from it. Anytime I see a pea that is just has the flower dead at the end, I go ahead and pull it. Most of these over here are going to be your snap peas, so you're going to be able to eat them raw. You can rinse them and eat them, or you can just eat it. I usually wash it first. So over here, this is my Kentucky Wonder. Oh, and there's the little ladybug. So here's a little one, but if we go down farther, we have a much bigger one. Here's a good one. I think you might have a scarlet over here. Yeah. So I was saying we might have a scarlet over here because I see the red blossoms, but this is our scarlet runner, which is the same thing. It's going to be a pole, so it's going to go all the way up, but it's going to bloom as a red scarlet color. Everybody's trying to get ready for the rain. They're all out getting their food. I'm just checking my peas and seeing if I'm ready to harvest. This is a bush bean. And these are our onions. I just check on them. I honestly leave them alone. My husband loves pulling them, so I just let him pull them. This is our asperbrox, so I was able to cook a bunch of them, and then I gave some to a friend as well. They were really good, and I'm hoping we can get one more harvest out of them. We might not be able to just because it is warming up, but we'll watch that. My broccoli's looking pretty good. I think we see 3 heads for sure popping now. We've been able to harvest from our collard greens 3 times now, and they're just keep going, so that's very exciting. This is our corn. I did say earlier that we have some smaller ones. Those were the ones that were planted behind these ones. I'm getting a little nervous just because of how tall they are. They might shade those ones, but for now they're growing. So we're gonna keep watching that go. So right now I'm in between the corn and the tomatoes. I didn't realize how big tomato plants could get in the ground. I've always done them in a pot, and I've never seen them grow this big, especially from seed. A lot of these we grew from seed, believe it or not. And I guess we're just learning that next year we're gonna have to space them out a little bit more. But for now, they're doing really well. They're pollinating, and I'm just a little worried about cross-pollination, but that'll be okay. On this side, for the corn, we do have some exciting news. Put the corn stalks. Multiple of them, the taller ones. So that's exciting. That'll bring us to our sunflowers and our strawberry. That'll bring us to our sunflowers and That'll bring us to our sunflower and strawberry patch. I can't believe how big these sunflowers are getting, honestly. I know that they were supposed to get tall, but I never believe it on the package. And then when I see it, I'm like, holy shit. They're almost as tall as me, so that's pretty cool. The good thing is it will be shading our strawberries now for sure. We've been able to get about 4 to 5 good strawberries about every single day. My son loves coming out here and like seeing which ones. He's like, oh, I saw some red ones. We've got to pick them. Okay, well, there's our strawberry harvest for today. A handful. That's pretty exciting. We could have let some of them sit for a little bit longer, but I really didn't mind because we have so many strawberries this year that I can pull them and I can just chop a little top part off of them and eat them, and they're really delicious. So we're gonna start speeding up because it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna try to go through it pretty fast. But I do want to show you a couple things. So this is our watermelon plant. It has started taking off at this trellis, which is exactly what we wanted it to do. What's even more exciting is that we have some watermelons. Let me see. Oh, right here. You can see the stripes on that. We have some beautiful watermelons starting to grow. Here's another little one over here. I think I was counting the other day and I saw at least 3. But it is raining. I don't really want to spend my time searching for another one. But you see, oh, here's one. That's a pretty big one. And then we have the ones below, which these are a Jubilee. And I'm not going to let them grow up this trellis. I'm actually going to let them grow behind, which is why we put this big tart behind it. And then possibly up the other one, but we're going to see because Jubilees are supposed to get ginormous. So we're going to watch that. But this is our muskmelon plant. She is also starting to produce. Let me see if I can find some of. Oh, here's one. Right behind my fingers. So you see the flower, and then that's the fruit right there behind it. There's probably some bigger ones over here, but I counted the other day and there were 6 of them. This plant has been very fruitful. It's given me about 5 tomatoes already, but there's a couple more turning red, so that's exciting. I'm gonna watch those. It was actually sneaky, and we had our first tomato that we weren't able to grab before it got a worm. Interesting looking tomato too. The shape of that one is very different. It's not so round, kind of almost like a pumpkin. Acorn squash. The next bed is the okra, and it has been taking off. You can see. So that tippy top is the bottom of the okra, and there's the flower that started at. It's gonna grow. This is our close and spineless. I don't know what's on it. Something's eating it. Laying eggs. And then I planted in the ones that weren't popping some bell peppers. And then we have peppers growing as well. This is the pepper we've been watching for a couple weeks here. There's a little one over here. I think this is going to be a habanero pepper. Just from the shape of it. As you see here. But you just don't see any of those bigger peppers over here. See some stars. But I'm not going to be too picky. We've got peppers on the way. So today I was able to harvest 8 strawberries and 1 snap pea, which is really awesome. Yesterday I got a lot more snap peas, but that's okay. We just kind of see what the garden gives us every day, and we're grateful for it. So that'll be it of today's video.